When my grandfather passed away, the only thing he left me in his will was his old rocking chair. It was this heavy oak thing, carved with strange little patterns along the arms. The chair had been in our family for decades, longer than anyone alive could remember. Some people said it had always belonged to him, even when he was young, which made no sense. I didn't want it. The chair creaked, smelled faintly of tobacco, and felt like it belonged in a haunted cabin. But when the movers dropped it off at my apartment, I didn't have the heart to throw it away. I shoved it into the corner of my living room. That night, I woke up to a noise, slow, steady creaking. I thought maybe one of my windows was open and the wind was rattling something, but no, it was the chair. The rocker was moving back and forth, like someone was sitting in it. I froze. My apartment door was locked. I lived alone. My chest tightened as I forced myself to look around. Nothing. The chair stopped. I told myself it was just my mind playing tricks and went back to bed. But it kept happening. Every night, sometime after midnight, the chair would start rocking. Sometimes it would stop as soon as I looked. Other times it kept moving, slow and steady, like it didn't care if I was watching. One night, I whispered, "Grandpa?" The chair creaked louder. I swear I saw the faint impression of someone's weight pressing into the cushion. Like an invisible body had just settled into it. After that, things escalated. Lights flickered. The air in my apartment turned icy cold around the chair. My cat refused to go near it. She hissed at the empty cushion, her back arched, her fur standing on end. I tried getting rid of it. I dragged it out to the curb one morning, but when I came home from work, it was back in the corner of my living room, rocking. I called my mum, desperate. She went quiet when I told her. Finally, she said, "Your grandfather wasn't a good man. That chair was where he spent most of his life. He wouldn't let anyone else sit in it. He always said, 'This chair is mine. When I go, I'm taking it with me.'" Her voice trembled. "Honey, don't sit in it. No matter what, don't sit in that chair." I promised I wouldn't. But that night, the whispering started. A low, raspy voice right by my ear. "Sit down." Every night after, it grew more insistent, sometimes pleading, sometimes commanding. "Sit down, sit down." I tried earplugs, blasting music, even sleeping at friends' houses, but the voice followed me home. I could feel the pull of it, like gravity, dragging me toward the chair. Then one night, I woke up already standing beside it. My hand was on the carved armrest. My knees buckled, and I almost sank into the cushion before I snapped awake fully and staggered back. The rocker swayed violently on its own, like something was furious I had resisted. I knew I had to end it. I poured lighter fluid all over the chair and struck a match. The flames roared up and then instantly died, like someone had smothered them with invisible hands. The wood didn't even scorch. That's when I noticed the carvings on the arms weren't just decorations, they were faces, tiny, screaming faces etched into the wood and the cushion. I hadn't seen it before, but in the flicker of the matchlight, it looked darker than I remembered. Stained, like something had been soaked into it over the years. Last night, I gave in. I was so tired, so weak. The voice wouldn't stop. It whispered until my head throbbed. Finally, I sat down. The instant I did, the room went black. Ice shot up my spine. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. I felt hands, cold, bony hands, gripping my shoulders, holding me down. And in my ear, my grandfather's laugh. I don't remember what happened after that. When I woke up, it was morning, and I was still in the chair. But now, the wood feels warm under my hands, almost like it's alive. And the worst part? Every time I get up, the chair rocks on its own like it's waiting. I don't think it's my grandpa anymore. I think it's me. Hope you like this video. If yes, don't forget to subscribe to our channel